Hello everyone, I am Sonu Kumar and this is my third project on classification machine learning. The topic of my project is credit card default prediction and my team name is Data Minds. Team members are Udekant and me, Sonu Kumar. So if I talk about the content that I will be covered in this project will be uh, first introduction, then data wrangling, data visualization, AI plot, correlation between features of the dataset, sample data, data cleaning, feature scaling, applying trend test split, and then we applied some machine learning algorithms, that is logistic regression, decision tree, random forest, stochastic gradient descent, k-nearest neighbor, and support vector machine. Then we applied grid size AV on all these machine learning model. And in the last slide, we will be discuss about the conclusion on this project. So here is the first slide of my project, that is introduction. So the topic is credit card default payment default prediction. So we had provided the uh, data set for the Taiwan debit card in 2005 and with a peak delinquency anticipated for the third quarter of 2006 in Chao. So here the some customer that the customer which had the card, we had just predicted that the particular customer will default the prediction in upcoming month or not. Then if we talk about the data wrangling, then data wrangling is the process of gathering, correcting and transforming raw data into another format for better understanding, decision making, accessing and analyzing rest time. Data wrangling is also known as munging. Here in data wrangling part, we observe our data set and check data mean, max value, null values, and many more things. So basically, in data wrangling, we just calculate the mean, max, and all these things. Then in the fifth slide, we were talking about the data visualization. Here we had brought some graphs between sex and count. So in this figure one, we can conclude that female credit card holder are greater than the male credit card holder. It means in that particular place, the female was slightly higher than the male card holder. Then in the figure 2, we can conclude that females have overall less deferred payments than male. It means female had very less chances that they will defer the payment in upcoming months. In the next slide, we had just observed that we can that most of the credit card holder are non-defaulters. So we had just plotted the graph between default pair and count. So in this we can see that around 6,000 card holders come in the category of payment defaulters. Okay, so out of 30,000, out of 30,000, we can see that around 6,000 cardholders are come in the category of payment defaulters. And if we talk about if we talk about this number in the percentage, then we can say that only 22.12 percentage are the defaulters, and the 77.88 percentage are non-defaulters. And in the next slide, we had just plotted the graph. In this graph, we can see that university category, basically the graph is between education, and we had just counted on the x-axis we have education category, and the y-axis we had count. So in this graph we can see that university category has 15,000 non-defaulted credit card holder and around 3,700 defaulters in payments. For the graduate, the non-defaulted payment are around 8,400 and the default payments are 1,900. For the category of high school, around 3,800 are non-defaulters and 100 are defaulters. Then in the next slide, we had just plotted the pair plot between the all bill amount. So we had here five bill amount one, bill amount two, bill amount three, bill amount four, bill amount five, and bill amount six. So there was total six bill amount range, and this part shows the scatter of the data set. And also in the next slide, we had just plotted the graph between the payment amount, that is payment one, payment two, payment three, payment four, and payment five, and payment six. After doing all these things, we just observed the result from this pair plot. So pair plot visualize given data to find the relationship between them, where the variable can be continuous or categorical. Plot pairwise relationship in dataset. It also the distribution of bill amount and pay amounts are right skewed. So we can see that the all the graphs that we discussed in the previous slide, they are right skewed. For model required, we have to do normalization of data or log transformation or standardization can be used. So by for preventing from the right skewness or left skewness, we can do log transformation or standardization of the data. Then we just then we took the sample data for our for data set for our project. So we had total 30,000 of rows, and it was a huge amount of and it was taking huge amount of time for doing great size CV. So we sampled our data set to avoid feature distribution and preserve. This is done manually, and this is done only for the computation in the rest time. So we take a small sample here instead of running experiment feature, engineering and training model on the dataset. Typically 10 to 20% sample dataset are originating. Dataset is enough. Here we are taking 20% of sample data from original dataset. In the next slide, we have just plotted the correlation between feature of the dataset. So this graph shows a correlation between one feature to the another feature. So from this collinearity graph, we can observe that pay zero and pay x variable are the strongest predicted default, followed by the limit balance and payment x variables. Then we took then after we did our data cleaning. So data cleaning we just did like education had six category, but after observing all those category, we saw that category number 5 and 6 had a very low number of data. So we just put those category in one category, that is category number 4. And also in marriage has label 0, that is undocumented. 0 in marriage can be safely categorized as other, thus 3. So we just put those three those category zero category in the category number 3. Pay 1 to pay 6 has 0 and -2, that is documented, but 0 has maximum frequency. So -1 declared as properly payment at time. We merge -1 and -2 and to 0 and properly payment at time. After doing the data cleaning, we just move ahead to the feature scaling. So feature scaling refers to the values in same range or same scale to the no variables dominated by each other. It is mostly used in categorical data, where the categorical data where categories are assigned to the simple integers such as 0, 1, 2, and so on, which might represent different categories. Here we are using jagged score normalization. It calculates the jagged score of each value and replaces the value of the calculated jagged score. After doing the feature scaling, we just applied a trend test split here. So we just divided our data set into training data set and test data set. 70% of the total data set were divided into training data set, and rest 30% were divided into the test data set. After splitting the whole data set into training data set and test data set, we just applied our machine learning algorithm which were used in this classification project. So we had applied logistic regression, decision tree, random forest, stochastic, gradient descent, k-nearest neighbor, and support vector machine. So first we will talk about the logistic regression. So logistic regression, what is logistic regression? In logistic regression, we wish to model a dependent variable y, that is our target variable, in terms of one or more dependent variable x, that is our other features. It is a method for classification. This algorithm is used for dependent variable that is categorical. Y is modeling using a function that gives us output between 0 and 1 for all values. In logistic regression, the sigmoid function is used. So sigmoid function in this logistic regression we generally use logistic regression sigmoid function. So by doing the confusion matrix, we can conclude our accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, and ROC. So accuracy, we applied logistic regression on this model and we get the accuracy of 0.81, that is 81%, precision 0.65, that is 65%, recall 0.3, that is 32%, and F1 score, that is 0.43, that means 43%, and the last one ROC, that is 0.63, it means the ROC had 63%. After applying the logistic regression, we just move to the decision tree. So what does decision tree? What is the mean by decision tree? So the idea of decision tree is divided the data set into the smaller data set based on the descriptive features until you reach enough data set to contain data point that all under one label. Advantages of data set decision trees are: decision trees are very easy to interpret. It means we can see all the algorithm that is used in decision tree and how the our model is working for that project. So it is very easy. It is very easy to interpret the result. And if we talk about the disadvantage of tree, decision trees are likely to overfit noisy data. The probability of overfitting on noisy data increase as tree get deeper by confusion. Then we applied the confusion matrix on this model. So in this model, we get the accuracy of 71% and precision of 35%. Recall is 42%. F1 is 0.38, that is 38%, and ROC is 0.60, that is 60%. After applying the decision tree, we move towards the random forest. So what random forest is supervised learning algorithm. It creates a forest and makes a somehow random. The forest it is as an ensemble of decision trees. So we applied confusion matrix here too. So we can conclude our accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, and ROC. So we applied a confusion matrix and we got the accuracy of 81%, precision of 64%, and recall is 33%, F1 score is 43%, and ROC is 64%. So here we had done with the random forest, then we move towards the stochastic gradient descent. One of the best model that we use in our daily life and daily life projects. So stochastic gradient descent is an optimization algorithm often used in machine learning application to find the model parameter that correspond to the best fit between the predicted and actual output. By applying the confusion matrix in this also, we got the accuracy of 0.80, that is 80%, precision of 57%, recall of 42%, and F1 score is 48%, and ROC is 0.66, that is 66%. After doing the stochastic gradient descent, we just applied here K nearest neighbor. KNN can be used for both classification and regression predictive programs. However, it is more widely used in classification problem in industry. What does it do? It just create the group. It just divided the whole data set into the k times. Like if our suppose we took the k is equal to 5, then it will divide the whole data set into the 5 times. KNN focus on easy implementation and good performance at the time at the cost of computational time, but it in our case the size of dataset is considerably small. We can apply KNN. By confusion matrix, we got here accuracy of 80%, precision of 62%, recall of 28%, F1 score of 38%, and ROC of 61%. That after getting this KNN nearest neighbor, we applied our last algorithm, that is support vector machine. So in support vector machine algorithm, we plot each data item as an input in n dimensional space where n is a number of feature you have. Suppose we have 25 feature in data set, so we created n dimensional space here with the value of each feature being the value of the particular coordinate. Then we perform classification by finding the hyperplane differentiate by the two classes variable. So after applying the confusion matrix, we got the result. We got our result, that is accuracy of 81%, 81.72%, precision of 63.31%, recall of 32.22%, F1 score 43.37%, and ROC, that is 63.84%. So here we all applied our algorithms, machine learning algorithm, and then we all applied grid size CV on those algorithms. So in logistic regression, we had accuracy of 81% after applying the grid size CV. Precision is 68%, and recall is 31.97%. F1 score is 43.65%, ROC is 63.89%. Then we applied decision, and then we applied grid size CV on decision tree. So in decision tree, we have accuracy of 81.14%, 81.40%, precision is 71.24%, and recall of 31.68%. And then we calculated the F1 score, that is 41.86%. ROC of 63.90%. Then we applied KSI7 random forest, and we took the result that is accuracy of 81.33% and precision of 63.68%, recall of 32.73%, F1 score of 43 and 43.24%, ROC of 63.77%. Then we applied a gradient on SDT, that is stochastic gradient descent. So here we get the accuracy of 81.77% and precision of 67.40%, recall of 0.31.20%, F1 score of 42.65%, ROC of 63.50%. Then we applied research on ANN algorithm, that is 80.72% is our accuracy. Then precision is 0.6145%, 0.6145, that is 61.45%. Recall of 30.17%, and F1 score of 40.48%, and ROC of 62.46%. Then the last algorithm on which we applied grid size CV is SVM, that is support vector machine. So we applied grid size CV on this algorithm, and we got the accuracy of 82.33% and precision of 68.52%, recall of 34.52%, and F1 score of 45.91%, and then ROC, that is 65.06%. After doing all these things, we move to our conclusion of this project. So we after applying the logistic regression, our model predicted 81.6% accuracy whether the customer is likely to default the payment next month or not. Using a decision tree classifier, we can predict our 81.5 accuracy. And using random forest classifier, we got the result of 81.33% whether a customer is likely to default next month. Using the stochastic gradient descent, we just calculated our accuracy, that is 81.7%. That is higher than all the algorithm that we used in this project. Using the k nearest, we got the 80.7% accuracy, and after using the support vector machine, we got our 82.33. So here the most so here support vector machine gives the highest accuracy, that is 82.33. And the strongest predictor of default are PX, that is prepayment status in previous month, the limit balance, and the payment X amount paid in previous month. So we found that we are getting best results from SBM and stochastic gradient descent, and then logistic regression. The credit limit is good indicator of financial stability, where whatever mechanism is bank is currently using work well. Some of the features that go into choosing a credit line can be used directly in the moderate default prediction. So, if we talk about the demographic, we see that being female, more educated, single, and between 30 to 40-year-old means a customer is more likely to pay rent on time. So, it was all about my project. Thank you, and have a nice day.